get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Coming in off the road, the Pistons are back in Detroit for this game. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, Greg, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it.
What a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
The Pistons trailing.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
And getting back to Hood, over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right, very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'll be nice value for the 23rd pick.
He doesn't get the second one. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs,
right,
if they were in the East.
124 left to play here in the first. Outside Jackson. Pass to Baines. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Exum kicks to Freak. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 5 on the clock. The feed to Baines. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly...
Pistons trailed by 5. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Jazz have... And mark that bucket down, folks. That's the first career basket from Freak. So it's a close game as we wrap up the first.
Okay, guys. Let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. I definitely can't find any fault with the way we shot the basketball. Our shot selection has been just like I hoped it would be. We're putting up some very efficient numbers, gentlemen. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, go Detroit! And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
Looking at the game for Hayward, 9 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And so it's Utah with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek Favors. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
There are a lot of fantastic power forwards in today's NBA. And let me tell you, Derek Favors is right there among them. And there are nights like this when he even stands above that crowd. His offensive game is extremely well-rounded. He's solid all around.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.